If Connor Bedard could have his choice, from a personal standpoint, where do you think would be the best fit for him personally?
Let's look at it strictly from a hockey standpoint and not the fact that if he goes to Anaheim, he can live in Newport Beach and he can eat delicious fish tacos on his free time. Okay,
They're
from
good
a
there?
strict
They're good?
yes,
Yeah,
from a strictly hockey standpoint, it would be the Montreal Canadiens. The fact that he could play for a coach like Marty St. Louis, and we've seen the impact that he's had on Cole Caulfield and Nick Suzuki, and then you add Connor Bedard to that mix of players, not to mention that their core group, they're all around the same age, and I think that's so important. You see it sometimes with teams where there's a D-core that's a little bit older, forward group that's a little bit younger, and sometimes they just don't match up and the team doesn't have success. It seems like all the right pieces are in place in Montreal for Connor Bedard to step in and grow with the group with an exceptional coach in a hockey market. I think it would be fantastic for Connor Bedard to be a Montreal Canadian. Not to mention, we could market it and say, hey, Connor Bedard versus Austin Matthews, Leafs versus Habs. It would be really cool.
In this, much the same way, if you went to the NHL and said, where would you like Connor Bedard to be? They would never tell you publicly, and people are going to say, oh, it's rigged anyway, it doesn't matter, which is totally not true.
Yeah.
If the NHL had their way, where would he end up?
My guess would be the Chicago Blackhawks. Okay, it's a franchise that has been through a lot, and it's a big U.S. market. And for Connor Bedard to go in there and kind of take the torch from Patrick Kane and Jonathan Toews and become the face of that franchise and bring them back to a place where they're competitive and they're playing on the national stage, I think that would be a really big deal for the NHL. And that's nothing against Anaheim or Columbus, which are great hockey destinations. Columbus, they have season ticket holders, like serious season ticket holders. They get highly attended games every single night. In Anaheim, they have a very loyal fan base as well. But from a strictly marketing standpoint for the league, Chicago would have to be a home run, dream come true for the league.